Verbal 1, written by Anna Dolian. Author's note, this presentation is being submitted on March 1st, 2019 for Ms. Audra Sherwood, Econ 3250 CVE, Section 1, Rasmussen College's Managerial Economics course. Good morning. We're going to start this presentation with our overview so you understand exactly what we are looking at and what we're talking about. And then we're going to get into our marginal analysis overview, where we will cover our opportunity costs, our marginal costs, and our marginal benefits. And then we will summarize, and I will give you my final recommendation on the project. As many of you already know, Oil Company X has been expanding and is looking to take new investment projects. Currently, considering a new pipeline that stretches across the United States. It starts in Canada and goes all the way to New Orleans. This particular process will generate revenues, but also have high costs. The expected profit after the initial investment is 8%, but that is over a 10-year period. This is if stocks have a tendency to average a return of 10% over that 10-year period. Now we're going to move on to our marginal analysis overview. And to do this, we're going to start with opportunity costs. So to start out, what is an opportunity cost? An opportunity cost of a resource is the value of the best alternative use of that resource. This is the best use when a company uses an input that either cannot be purchased on the market or was purchased in a past market. So, how does this opportunity cost relate to our pipeline? The opportunity cost relates to the pipeline is that the return on investment is expected to be at 8% over a 10-year period. Unfortunately, investing in the pipeline will tie up funds over that 10-year period and will not allow for any other high investment projects during that time. Opportunity costs related to stocks is that return on investment is expected to be at 10% after a 10-year period. Again, we will have to forego any large investment projects because this money is going to be tied up in the pipeline for at least 10 years. And we won't have that money free to do anything else with it. Marginal cost. What is the marginal cost? The amount by which a firm's cost changes if they were to produce one more unit of output, or basically what is the cause and effect of that extra output. The marginal cost related to the pipeline is the destruction of the environment in the areas that the pipeline runs through. This will also lead to the displacement of ecosystems and the natural wildlife that normally live in that area, because with all the construction, they're going to get ran off and we may be destroying their habitats. Also, there will be a lot of pollution in the air, but also noise pollution within the local community that they are not normally subjected to in these quieter possible areas that this pipeline will be running through. Continuing on with marginal costs. Marginal costs related to the stocks. Economic uncertainty. Marginal cost that could affect stocks is the true uncertainty of the economy at any given time. For example, we could have a recession that is caused by or may cause a crash within our stock market. And the stocks could lose value over a 10-year period, making the lack of diversity because we've decided to put all of our eggs into this one basket rather than divvying our money out in smaller projects could turn out to be a bad decision in the long run. Marginal benefits. What are marginal benefits? Well, by increasing the level of activity it can increase the activity's overall benefits. And how does this relate to our pipeline? Well, it's going to be helping the local economies and creating booms along the areas that the pipeline goes through. And this will be creating potential jobs for thousands of people. And this will be bringing money within our local economies and our national economy of the areas, because all these pipeline employees don't necessarily live along that pipeline. Most of them are traveling workers, and so that money is getting sent to areas on top of being spent in those communities that the pipeline is being built in, so we can have booms in more than one area. Moving on with our marginal benefits. The marginal benefits related to the study. It is a reduction in the level of risk. Stocks reduce the level of risk because stocks are most likely going to go up and not always go down. And the potential to exceed the initial 10% estimate that we have of the return is there. Stocks are not limited to that estimate of return. To summarize, the marginal analysis we went over the opportunity cost, the marginal cost, and marginal benefits. My recommendation is we don't go through with the pipeline, the construction of the pipeline. The cost analysis department has concluded that the marginal analysis does not support the pipeline project. This is due to the risk of the project being much higher than investing the funds in multiple lower cost options that would free up funding to continue to invest in projects that have a faster rate of return than that 10-year period. There's too much uncertainty faced by both the project in the pipeline and the investment decisions in the stock options. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that you all have a great day.